Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers find Jason Morgan giving in to his anger during the week of March 19 to 24, 2025. Meanwhile, someone learns his fate while a family gets big news on the ABC soap opera. Coming up on General Hospital this week, Jason Morgan learns disturbing news. Michael Corinthos tells him that his wife, Willow Tate, is sleeping with Drew Kane Quartermaine. No doubt, he is stunned. Later, he sees Drew and his anger comes out. Jason loses his composure and hauls off and punches Drew in the face. Drew swings back and chaos ensues at the Quartermaine mansion. Then Jason confides in Damian Spinelli on General Hospital. After that, he annoys his best friend, Carly Corinthos Spencer, by withholding information. Indeed, things are getting messy for Michael Corinthos, Willow, and Drew. And others are getting pulled into the drama. As if Drew Kane Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, doesn't have enough on his plate with Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, he soon learns if he won the election. Chances are, he loses because many people are against him on General Hospital. Currently, Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, and Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, are working together to take Drew down. Plus, Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, like he wants Drew to pay for sleeping with his wife. So he may jump on the bandwagon with Tracy and Cody as well. Later, he and Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, have a deep discussion. So there is a good chance they will decide to end their marriage. Elsewhere, on General Hospital, Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy, goes looking for her bestie, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn. Later, Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mansi, desperately pleads with someone. Then, she gets a warning from Alexis. Meanwhile, Natalia Rogers Ramirez, Eva LaRue, struggles with feelings of remorse. Perhaps she feels bad about how she treated Chrissy when she was dating Allison Blaze Rogers Ramirez, Jacqueline Grace Lopez. Elsewhere on GH, Lois Cerullo, Raina Sofa, gets suspicious of someone. Perhaps of her daughter, Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton. Meanwhile, Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, Blasts, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrose. Also, Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, meets newcomer Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, and makes quite the impression. Later, on General Hospital, she catches up with her cousin, TJ Ashford, Taj Bello. Then Rick Lansing, Rick Kirst, presents a challenge to his client, Ava Jerome, Maura West. Later, the legal shark acquires a new client, which may cause a ruckus. Indeed, Rick usually does. Additionally, on General Hospital, Laura Spencer Collins, Jenny Francis, and her son, Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, get news. No doubt, it's about Lulu Spencer, Alexa Heavens. Later, Jason gets encouragement from Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst. Then, Liz confides in Terry Randolph, Cassandra James. It likely concerns Lucky Spencer. Also, Dr. Isaiah Gannon, Sawandi Wilson, gets an offer. He will likely be offered a job at General Hospital. Elsewhere, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, looks for answers. Then she needs something from Holly Sutton, Emma Sams. Plus, Anna opens up to Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner. GA is wild right now. Keep watching to see Jason Morgan go off on Drew on the ABC daytime drama. For decades, Jason Morgan has been one of the central figures on General Hospital. His journey has been a remarkable one, with highs and lows that have captivated fans since he first appeared on the show. As the son of Alan Quartermaine and the late Susan Moore, Jason's life has been marked by tragedy, loss, and his eventual transformation into a mob enforcer, a role that has defined much of his identity. But what makes Jason's character truly fascinating is his unwavering sense of loyalty. his deep emotional complexities, and at times, his explosive rage. Recently, spoilers have emerged that hint at Jason unleashing his rage in a way that could shake Port Charles to its core. Jason Morgan is no stranger to anger. Throughout his time on General Hospital, his anger has often been a catalyst for significant plot developments, particularly when it comes to his interactions with his family and friends, as well as his work within the mob. Whether dealing with the tensions of his strained relationship with his mother, his complicated bond with his brother AJ, or the betrayal of his closest friends, Jason's temper has often been a focal point in some of the most intense moments of the show. But what happens when that anger, usually bottled up, finally explodes? Could this be the moment where Jason's inner turmoil leads to irreversible consequences? The foundation of Jason's rage, we must first look at the complex life he's led on General Hospital. Jason's journey began in the Quartermaine family, where his privileged life was suddenly upended by a car accident that resulted in a severe head injury. This injury left Jason with amnesia, stripping away his memories and reshaping his identity. As a result, Jason's life in Port Charles was forever altered, and he found himself working for Sonny Corinthos in the dangerous world of organized crime. For many years, Jason's relationship with his family, particularly his mother Susan and his father Alan, was fraught with tension. Alan's inability to accept Jason's choices and his work within the mob world created a divide between them that was never fully bridged. The bitterness between father and son, exacerbated by the differing ideals of the Quartermaines and the Corinthos family, laid the groundwork for much of Jason's deep-seated anger. Jason's rage, however, was never a random outburst. It was always rooted in feelings of betrayal, hurt, and frustration with the people he loved, who failed to understand him and often judged him for his decisions. Over the years, Jason's emotional landscape has been defined by a deep internal conflict. On the one hand, his loyalty to Sonny Corinthos and his role within the mob gave him purpose and a sense of belonging. On the other hand, Jason's own moral compass often clashed with the violence and ruthlessness that were part and parcel of his life in organized crime. While he carried out his role as enforcer, his rage would often surface when confronted with the darker aspects of the criminal world, especially when people he cared about, like Sam McCall, Elizabeth Weber, and the other residents of Port Charles, were put in harm's way. The build-up to Jason's rage. Jason's rage has always been something that builds over time. His anger is never sudden. It is a slow burn that often results from a culmination of events. Recently, spoilers have suggested that Jason is facing a series of challenges that may push him over the edge. Jason's relationships are at the heart of his emotional volatility, and right now, the people in his life are contributing to his increasing frustration. For starters, the tensions between Jason and Sonny are rising once again. Over the years, Jason has always been Sonny's most trusted ally and right-hand man. However, Sonny's increasingly erratic behavior and the shifting dynamics within the Corinthos organization have strained their relationship. In the past, Jason has shown incredible loyalty to Sonny, but with Sonny's recent decisions and the way he's distanced himself from certain key members of his organization, Jason is growing increasingly disillusioned. This frustration could be the tipping point that ignites the rage that Jason has kept under control for so long. Another key factor fueling Jason's anger is his tumultuous relationship with Carly Corinthos. Over the years, Carly has been one of Jason's closest allies and confidants, and they have been through a lot together. However, recent events, such as Carly's relationship with Drew Kane, the resurfacing of old family dramas, and the deepening divide between Jason and the rest of the Corinthos family, are adding fuel to the fire. Carly and Jason's bond is strained, and Jason feels increasingly isolated. This emotional distance between them could very well serve as the catalyst for Jason to lash out in a way that is both devastating and dangerous. Furthermore, Jason's deep love for Sam McCall continues to be a major emotional trigger. While Jason and Sam have always shared a strong bond, the challenges of their relationship have been well documented on General Hospital. From their rocky romance to the secrets and lies that have piled up between them, their relationship has been tested in ways that would strain any couple. Recently, spoilers have suggested that Jason's frustration with Sam's decisions, especially as she gets further involved in the complications of the mob world, could be what pushes him to a breaking point. The growing realization that Sam might be making choices that directly impact his life, his safety, and their future together could force Jason into a confrontation with his own emotions, ultimately leading to a violent eruption of his anger. What happens when Jason unleashes his rage? When Jason Morgan's rage is unleashed, the consequences are rarely small. His anger is often a force of nature, and when it surfaces, it's impossible to ignore. Spoilers indicate that Jason will be confronted with a situation that forces him to act in a way that will shake the very foundations of Port Charles. But what exactly will happen when Jason finally loses control? Could his rage lead to a violent outburst, putting not only the lives of those closest to him at risk, but also the stability of the Corinthos history of dealing with betrayal and hurt? It's likely that his rage will be directed at those he feels have wronged him, whether it's Sonny, Carly, Sam, or even other members of the mob world. His emotional breakdown could lead to a series of shocking events, such as a violent confrontation, a life-threatening situation, or even an irreversible change in the structure of Port Charles' criminal world. Jason's anger may lead him to make decisions that he later regrets, and these decisions could ripple out, affecting everyone around him. In terms of his personal relationships, Jason's outburst of rage could drive an even deeper wedge between him and those he loves. For Sonny, who has always viewed Jason as a surrogate brother, the fallout from Jason's actions could be immense. This event could force a permanent shift in their dynamic, leading to a long-term separation or even a fracture in their business relationship. For Carly, who has always been Jason's closest confidant, his emotional explosion could mark the end of their deep friendship, changing the way she interacts with him from this point forward. And for Sam, whose connection to Jason has always been fraught with both passion and tension, Jason's anger could lead to a confrontation that irreparably damages their relationship. The impact on Port Charles. As with any explosive event in General Hospital, Jason's rage will not only affect his personal relationships, but also have major repercussions for the wider community of Port Charles. Given Jason's role within the Corinthos organization, his outburst of anger could lead to a shift in power dynamics, potentially creating an opening for rival mobsters to take advantage of the situation. A fractured Corinthos organization, along with the shifting allegiances of key players, could set the stage for a new wave of conflict and intrigue that will keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Moreover, Jason's temper may even lead him to make decisions that put the lives of innocent bystanders at risk, further complicating the situation. The people of Port Charles are no strangers to the effects of mob violence, and Jason's rage could trigger a series of tragic events that leave lasting scars on the community. It's not just the mob that will be affected by Jason's emotional outbursts. It's the entire fabric of Port Charles that could unravel in the wake of this monumental moment. Jason Morgan has always been a character defined by loyalty, strength, and emotional depth. But as General Hospital spoilers hint, the time is coming when Jason will unleash his rage in a way that could shake the very core of Port Charles. Whether driven by his frustrations with Sonny, his complex relationship with Carly, or his love for Sam, Jason's anger promises to spark a series of events that will leave viewers reeling. The question now is, what will happen when Jason's rage is unleashed? Will it be the beginning of a new chapter for him, or will it destroy everything he's worked for? One thing is certain, General Hospital fans can expect an unforgettable ride as Jason Morgan grapples with the anger that's been simmering beneath the surface for so long. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our United News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.